Hi, and welcome to Coach's Corner, where systems matter and both personal and professional learning and development is beneficial for everyone and essential for some. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. Let's get started.
Or how does entrepreneurship help the economy?
Well, I mean, we went through that on the last one. I'd say, timestamp, whatever that was, but it means we don't know how people will listen to this and when and how, all that. It's amazing. So when I was teaching, they'd say, oh, small business is the lifeblood of America. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, now that I've had several small businesses, or medium or larger, anywhere in between, all business helps. And so what I like to say is it helps the internals, which would be like your employees.
Yep.
And then it would help what I would call the internal externals, which would be like self-employed independent contractors or, different people like that. Then it would help what I would call the external internals, which I would classify as your CPAs and and all that. And then you have the external externals, which means, does the $5 that I pay Joe when he goes to Burger King, does that help the whole? Absolutely. Right. And that's not even counting the people we're helping, our clients, or what I call other parts of it. So I have employees, freelancers, internet, all that. I call them all POIs. It's like I used to call all the adults I'd work with, they were my kids. Right. Like all of them. They're like, well, how many kids you got? I'm like, 37,243,000. They're like, geez, man. Like, when I used to tell them, like, oh, well, my kid. I get up to 10 kids. Like, how many kids do you have? I'm like, what do you mean? Right. Like, biologically? Or? Right. Yeah, I'm like, come on. But I think that, can you ask me the tail end of that again?
Just how they help the economy.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think it's a crazy, if you really stop and think about it, it's almost infinity and beyond, as a Toy Story guy would say. Yeah.
How do you find a mentor during COVID times?
Same way you'd find a mentor in any times, COVID or not. I mean, that right? Actually, I think in a lot of ways it's easier now because, people are realizing, wait, what do you mean? I don't have to drive 30 minutes. I can just, you get more done, right? But yeah, I think it's just about asking. And I like the deck of cards that I talked about earlier, that it's, find face cards. Don't go get mentored by a two of spades. Don't do that, or a two of clubs, or two of hearts, or two of diamonds. Don't do that. Go find somebody that's a face card and try to get the highest face card that you can. Learn as much from them as you can. So, as an example, my first year, my second or third year coaching. But my first year coaching where there was somebody that could help me, meaning I was coaching the frost off and this person was coaching the varsity. Mm-hmm. I learned everything I needed to learn from them in half a year. There was nothing else they could teach me. Little grasshopper became big grasshopper. Yeah. So then, I stayed with him for a couple more years. And then I was starting to get ready to talk bad about him. Yeah. And I don't play that. So I said, well, then you need to leave. So I quit. Because I was like, because I saw... he had some really talented kids, and they could have went deep into the Valley and the state playoffs, and they weren't there because of him, in my opinion. He had a good system. He was a good guy, but there was tweaks and adjustments. And he was highly successful. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But he could, instead of winning 3 Valley championships, he could have won 33. Yeah. Because that was the kind of talent. And so then you move on from there. But I think in the end, just there's ways to do this, and there's ways to do. You just have to go out and search out that, the question, the answer, find the person, ask. You're going to get a lot of people that are too busy, or it's not enough, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you're going to find somebody who's going to say yes and help.
If you need to contact Brett or Coach, please do so on his social media accounts, email, and or text. You can find that information in the description below. Again, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. Thanks, and we hope you enjoyed.
Ooh. I think my left butt cheek went to sleep. And I can't feel